All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome. We are playing some Historic. We are playing a deck that William Bingham, I'm saying it wrong, William, I'm really sorry, took the top 8 of the SCG this weekend, SCG Tour Online. I think he came in 6th, I think. And it's a pretty wild deck here in Historic. This is a mono-blue sort of tempo, mono-blue poopers kind of deck. We got the Curiosities, we got the Curious Obsessions, Counterspells, Spell Pierce, and Lofty Denials, obviously very good in this deck. Perilous Voyage Bounce, Archmage's Charm, Essence Capture. You get the idea. Counterspells, cheap threats. The kind of deck that's usually very, very good against control decks and slower combo decks. And then a little rougher against creature decks. But Spirit theme starting to get filled out here. We got Ascendant Spirit, a card that's not super great, but fine. Spectral Sailor, a card that I love. I love any card that has the ability, format and draw a card. And then we got Rattlechains and Shacklegeist. Can tap things. Of course, Supreme Phantoms are one Lord. And Brazen Borrower, of course, is not a spirit, but is the perfect card for this deck. I think Brazen Borrower is a very overrated card in general, except in decks like this, where it's basically the perfect card. 2 Havens, bunch of islands, you get the idea. Sideboard's got Aether Gust and Mystical Dispute. Selective Snare, kind of a cool card for the creature matchups. Buying the Monster's a card I freaking love. Just basically the blue dismember. Love this card too. So deck's really cool. So let's jump right in battle. And while we're getting queued up here, I want to remind everybody about my set reviews. Sorry, my set reviews are up for the new set. Bam! They're on the YouTubes. Every single one, every single card, every single color. It's all there on the YouTube. Complete set review, Innistrad Midnight Hunt. I think that's awesome. I'm very excited for it. I'm pumped for rotation. ID constructed, ID limited. It's all there. All right, on the YouTube. Check it out. Full set review on the plug. Hand's great. This is the nuts. No dive downs in this deck, but there is Spell Pierce as far as defending your creature on 1. All right, so we're gonna go land, go, and we're gonna. This is the kind of deck you need to play very, very carefully, otherwise your opponents will blow you out. All right, so we're gonna end step a Sailor. I think we're going to wait. All right, we didn't draw land. All right, now we should go for it, I guess. They have land Helix that we kind of lose out here, but I think that we're without a third land to play to. We can't defend our Sailor, so just do it. Draw off Sailor. We draw another Lofty Denial. Man. All right. Big spot here. Can they kill my Sailor, yes or no? Looks like no. We untap, and the game is almost over. It's not over yet, but it is very, very in our favor. This is this deck's entire plan. Just play a creature on turn 1, Curiosity it, and go from there. Didn't draw land, but I think it's fine. Just gonna say go. Got multiple counter spells with flash creatures. More blue-white lands. Interesting. I suppose an Archmage's Charm on our Sailor would be devastating, and it does give the ability to the creature, so they would draw cards too. It's not like we would draw the cards. Because they, I guess they would, no, I control this. Hold on. I control the enchantment Curious Obsession. It gives the ability to the creature to draw a card. But I control the enchantment that says, beginning of your end step, you didn't attack with this creature this turn, or with a creature this turn. So if they were to steal the Sailor, and I were to not attack them, I could make the Curious Obsession on their creature go away. I still don't want to risk that. I'm just going to untap here. Defend my Sailor, so my Lofty Denial. So let's just untap. No effects, no creatures, no pumps. Man, it's a lot of phantoms. Charm is creatures are permanents with mana cost 1. Draw land here, please. Cool. All right, say go. Man, this is just like Hollow Fountain, Trip Glacial Fortress. Once again, I'm not going to take my shields down. We're just winning the game slowly here, so no effects. Tag again. We have many cards in our hand. Want to draw land. They're going to commit the Sailor. We're going to counter this and hopefully... I'm sorry, we can actually Rattlechains this. That walks into a Wrath. Again, this is a deck you gotta play really, really carefully. This, of course, was a deck similar to what Autumn Burchett won Mythic Championship 1 with. And Autumn played unbelievably in that entire top 8. Out of their mind. So the options here are to Rattlechains and defend, or to Lofty Denial and defend. Rattlechains plays poorly into a Wrath, which is a likely card for them to have. But Denial's better later. I'm going to Rattlechains here, and hopefully we draw land for our Obsession. Land, please. Yeah. Alright, then we're going to discard the Essence Capture to hand size, because I doubt this is going to matter at all. I could have Gearhulk, I suppose, but just keep threats. So, don't Wrath me, please. They have a Wrath, we get to play Sailor. Sailor is the end of the world. Teferi. Okay. You're gonna talk. Alright. I mean, I think we have enough to finish the game here, so I'm not really worried about it. Didn't draw land again? Jeez, we suck at this. Alright, so finish out the ferry, and now there's freaking at 9 with multiple counter spells in our hands, so. Yeah, Autumn's play in that top 8 was beyond me. I don't watch much competitive Magic and feel like I'm like ridiculously outclassed. But Autumn had Game 5 of the finals to win a Pro Tour. Had the turn 1 creature, turn 2 Obsession plus Dive Down, and chose not to do it because it was right. And I could never even fathom doing that in 100,000 years. To have like your nut draw, but it wasn't right contextually, and they just didn't do it and won the game anyway. And it was just unbelievable. Like, go watch that final game if you want to see some insane Magic. Like, that Game 5 of that Pro Tour was the best Magic I've ever seen played in my entire life. Like, just unbelievable. Like, we just don't draw lands ever. All right, we're gonna attack here. I mean, our hand's pretty insane. Obviously, it's all spells, but we're gonna attack. If they cast Settle here, I'll just let it resolve. Honestly. All right, they go to 2. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna play like, do I even just play this? Like, because like there's a chance they have so I'm just gonna, if they Wrath me and then back up with a counterspell, I can go end step Sailor, my turn Phantom, and kill them. So I'm just gonna discard a hand size here and just discard like Shacklegeist and let's see what this is. Cycle Opus. Oh wow. Okay. Discard Shacklegeist and probably one of these Phantoms. Afflax the bomb and Phantom, yo. Nobody. Surprise. It might not be Jeskai. It might just be like essentially blue-white. Oh, no, they have the Mystic Mastery thing going on. Okay, so we're gonna Lofty Denial this, and they're gonna probably counter back, and then we'll play Sailor and play Phantom and kill them. Lapse it. Sure. I say this a lot. I really, really hate this interaction in the format. I don't think it's too good. I just think it's too obnoxiously like good together. Alright, so we're gonna float a mana. Play Sailor. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Gay. Blouses.
Your lands for how many turns? Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good matchup for us for sure. I don't think it's like, I don't even know if they wanted the band mastery or not. I just like hate that it's like they printed Magma Opus and they printed Mystic's Mastery into the format in the exact same set, and it's so obvious. Like turn 2 Mizzy, turn 2 make a treasure, turn 3 cast it. It's just such an obvious like stupid like synergy, but like it doesn't need to do that, you know. Or they didn't need to put Mastery in a set, or didn't need to have Opus be like that. It's not playable in anything else either. So like it feels very planted and forced, and I just don't like it. All right, all the disputes come in. Test Talents comes in. Negate comes in. Miscast comes in. Oh my god, this is a shellacking. And we're gonna take out Perilous Voyage. I'd say Shacklegeist. Man, you have a lot of good cards against them. How about like 2 Borrowers? I guess Borrower hits Shark too. Let me leave some of those in. An Essence Capture. I still gotta cut cards. Jesus. Maybe I don't actually want this many disputes. Yeah, I think that we can cut one of these. It's a lot of freaking disputes. I don't think Phantom's great, but we have to keep some number of threats. I mean, maybe Borrower's is better than Phantom is. I could sort of buy that. Obviously, we don't really want to go wide ever. I can buy that. And then obviously Borrower's good against it's good against what's it called? Oh, let's cut 2 of these then. It's good against Shark Typhoon. So 4 dispute back in. Rock and roll. Well, I couldn't cast Phantom that game because I was mana screwed. I just couldn't like afford to play a 2-mana sorcerer speed threat and protect my stuff too. So, all right, we got the old fix again. This time we're really on spirits and on blockers. So, yeah, this deck seems like an anti-Jeskai deck for sure. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. Pretty funny they just didn't have red the entire game last game. All right, I'm gonna hard guess Phantom. This deck feels more like hide the football than go wide with Supreme Phantom. What the hell does hide the football mean? What? I have never heard that phrase before. I understand what you're saying. It's like protect the queen kind of thing, but never heard the phrase hide the football before. All right, we're going to Obsession here and just go for it. Also, if it resolves, they can't Helix it anymore, too. So we do this. They probably try and kill it response. And then we Lofty Denial. Mystical Dispute. Ooh, that's gross. Mystical Dispute's very good against us on target X blue. Getting blown out. Alright, so I guess the reality is that was kind of a blowout, but they have 2 freaking cards left. They use all their spells already, so. And they miss a land drop too? Sure. So we just attack. Say go. Play Sailor instead. I actually play Borrower instead. Probably Sailor though. We have 1 counter spell. Yeah, I want to keep Borrower for a potential Shark Typhoon, so. Supreme. This deck feels more like a monkey in a basket, you know? This deck feels a little more like it feels more like a coin in your shoe. It feels a little more like they're just dead. They're not doing anything. Orlerin says, "Hey Jim, new to Control. How do you go about deciding when you're getting enough value out of a board wipe? And how do you try to bait an opponent into overextending?" Whew, tough question. Give me 1 second to cast my spells here. I'll help you. We have Shark Typhoon. We go to draw here. They can't really punish us that hard. I go for it. This deck feels like when the Narwhal bacons. Exactly. Classic turtle in the pool house deck. Classic. I'll answer your question in a second. Attack. They're literally not doing anything. So I love Sailor. I love Sailor so much. Just love it. Is there a version of Merfolk? No. In order to play a Courageous Possession, you need to have counter spells in your deck to defend your possession. Otherwise you get blown out. So yeah, about when you want to cast your board wipe. The most important thing in Control is just plotting out what your turns are going to look like, and finding the spot where you can play your Wrath and have a counterspell up, or your follow-up play is good. Figuring out what their follow-up play is going to be. Just a lot of planning. Why not play Merfolk and counterspells? Because Merfolk is a deck that is, I think this might be fine. I go to counter here, they counter back, and then I'm out of counter spells. This is fine. I'm fine with this. So you can't really play counter spells or obsessions in your Merfolk deck, because Merfolk is a deck that is predicated completely on synergy. You need to have as many Merfolk in your deck as possible. So every counter spell you play, every creative obsession you play is 1 less Merfolk, and then cards like Lord of Atlantis look like crap. So yeah, pretty good matchup, looks like. Pretty good matchup. Or flooded, but like we're doing great. So it's totally fine. We drew 2 cards off our Sailor. We got Faceless Haven. That was sweet. That was a sweet one. I like that one. I'll reiterate that one. So the question was, how do you know when to cast a Wrath, basically in a control deck? And the most important thing you can do here, it's very complicated, but the simplest thing is have a really good idea for understanding what the board state's going to look like 1 turn cycle after the Wrath, both on your opponent's board and on your board. So if you're going to Wrath and they're going to untap and play Chandra and you just can't beat a Chandra, you probably shouldn't Wrath, kind of thing, and vice versa. So that's the best way to put it into one sentence. All right, opponents on the play here. Sure. Yeah, it's really important to know what your opponent's deck is capable of. That's one of the most important things about control. Oh boy. Giant Killer. All right, Spell Pierce. Not feeling Spell Pierce really right now. So this is the opposite of a scenario. Playing against a control deck, his deck's insane. And its creature deck, it's not as good. Planes again. Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, this is going to be messy. Alright. Brazen Borrower. It's not bad. It's not bad. Just gonna take up. Force roll back up does make things easier, yes. If you can play a Rattlechains with a counter spell back up, that's like the best place you can be, but you can't always do that, obviously. So, Dauntless Bodyguard. Okay. Protecting the Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. Thalia's Lieutenant. And I cannot currently counter that, and the game is probably over. If your opponent casts 4 spells on the play by turn 3, this deck basically can't win. So, if we're on the play, maybe we can steal this game, but yeah. We can bounce like the Luminarch, I guess. Yeah. Not good. I guess we could steal the Giant Killer as a blocker. So it's like passable. It's funny because they can like tap it in response, but Ascendant Spirit. This card's pretty mopey. Alright, she's gonna say go. I'm a little surprised there aren't more charms in this deck, honestly. It just seems like the perfect card for the deck. It's just so powerful, too. So, interesting question here is, do I want to let them attack or steal the killer before blocks? And if I steal it before blocks, I can just activate it anyway. And right now, the Spirit is kind of holding off the Thalia and the Bodyguard because it threatens a pump. I'm going to let them attack me. See where they put this this counter too. Now I might be more inclined to just steal it. They'll get in for 6, which is pretty good. The problem is they can just outsize it with Aspirant too. Yeah, looks like the worst possible kind of matchup, honestly. Nice Spell Pierce, Idiot, etc. Alright, we're just gonna try and take this. Can't play Delvers, like, that's not enough instant sorceries. If you saw my set review and you saw my love-hate article from CoolStuffInc.com, you would know that I think Delver of Secrets is extremely overrated and is not going to do basically anything. They just tap their own... They tap the killer and not the Spirit? Sure. Delver's just see almost no play in Standard or Historic. It's just too hard to use. There's no Ponder. Maybe with, like, enough double-face lands to, like, get your spell count high enough, but, like, the payoff isn't really there, I don't think. That wasn't bad. That wasn't actually that bad. Okay. We're trying. When you do win the games against creature decks with this blue deck, you got to play some scrappy magic. So let's see if we can accomplish that task. Now we have a 2/3 blocker and a Perilous Voyage. Esper Sentinel. God. That's so annoying. Alright, I guess. I can't bounce so it's ended either. Ugh. The new Unsummon? I mean, the new Unsummon is not that much better than Unsummon is, and Unsummon's already legal. Alright. It's not feeling good. So you can't cast Voyage, I'll give him a card. There's nothing to bounce anyway, honestly. Oh my god, I hit the wrong button. I didn't even know you could do that. I just figured it'd only be one ability. That's so stupid. So you can activate any of the abilities, but it doesn't do anything. I never actually cast this card before in my life. I just figured it'd be only the one ability, so I just double click the middle. Oh no. Okay, about that. So I'd have a 2-3 in play. It could be a 4-4. That actually might like help us make some progress in this game. The old defensive Curious Obsession. Oh boy. It would really help if this was a 2-3. I'm not gonna lie. It would really, really help and like maybe give us a chance. Ouchie wowie. From best matchup to worst. We're going to bring in... Oh my god, we have nothing. 2 Bind the Monsters. 2 Selective Snares. We need to cut all Spell Pierces. Our Obsessions aren't very good either. Capture's fine. Perilous Voyage. Lofty Denial. I'm going to shave a Lofty Denial. Oh boy, folks. Here we go. Here we go. We'll try our best. Turn 1 Spirit, turn 2 Curiosity, but it doesn't pump the power and toughness. It's not guaranteed if it gets through. I guess I want a mixture. Ouchie wowie. Ouchie wowie. Mono Blue is definitely hard mode. Unless you're playing against a control deck, playing against like your cards suck. I need to figure out how to make your crappy cards work. Ooh, I was sick. Against their good cards. God, I wish I played the other thing. That sucks. If I played Sailor, I would have had an attacker, but I didn't know it was coming, obviously. Alright, we'll attack and play Shacklegeist, I guess. Snap that trade all day, so... This card's cool. So Shacklegeist, you can tap 2 spirits, tap a creature. Kind of like a bad opposition. What can like bring the board for creature match? I mean, like bind the monster. There isn't much in blue as a color, unfortunately. There's like Threads of Disloyalty. Whoa! The problem is we need to draw a land to protect it with Rattlechains. So if they have Skyclave, we just lose. I guess they're playing humans. They're not going to have Skyclave. Let's just freaking jam. Let's just freaking do it. River's Rebuke? A little too expensive. Let's just freaking go. Let's just freaking go! Oh my god, what are they doing? I guess they had these activations for priority. So they had priority and they were reading my card. And I was like, oh my god. Draw, draw. Draw. Oh, Giant Killer? That would suck. That's fair. I didn't play around Giant Killer. I mean, they usually have one. It's usually one to search for with the thingy. They are playing Skyclave. What? Oh. And like, however bad the matchup would be if they didn't have removal spells, with them having Skyclave, it's like 10,000 times worse. We're just freaking dead. We're just freaking dead. If we had drawn the land, I guess we would have to like play 1 Curiosity and draw a land, but brutal. Brutal. Supreme Phantom. Help me, please. Oh my god. Alright, well, their hand was very good. And we're dead. Yeah, unfortunately, Bind the Monsters doesn't do anything against Luminarch Aspirant, so... yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be probably, like, the worst possible matchup. Because the binds aren't even good, you know, because you can't even, like, stop their creatures, really, so that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Let's finish strong here. We got this one. We got this. We can do this. We can do this. On the play.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna ship the probably the Archmage's Charm, honestly. We're all in, folks. All in. Layer of the Hydra. Hail Hydra. Draw land here? Draw land? Oh, we can. So curious. Killing cats. Gonna call this like mono blue cat killer. Draw. Draw. They better have a real good turn two. They better have a real good turn two. Prosperous in, so they're like this Squirrel combo deck. This should be very good for us. Obsession. Obsession. Boink, boink, boink. Boink, boink, boink. You're up. You're up. Obsession. Spell Pierce for company. It's all good, y'all. It's all good, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. Wow. The bop. The draws. The discard to hand size. You love to see it. So I want to keep up Spell Pierce and Brazen Borrower, or the other one. So let's play a 1-mana creature here. Just say go. Discard a land.
Get off my plane.
Don't even discard a hand size. Easy game. Heliod Sun Crowned. Sure. Bing! Bing! We can pump this the right way. Obsession. You're obviously gonna bounce this if it's ever relevant. So we haven't actually run a counterspell, but we have bounce. You have 4 Lofty Denials. Yeah, I think we just further push the issue here. Try and draw a Lofty Denial, so we have Lofty Denial, Rattlechains, and Brazen Borrower. Obsession. There it is. Found it.
Bingo!
End turn. Discard. Shacklegeist. Land. I don't know. Obsession. I think I'm already obsessed enough. Scurry Oak. So we need to bounce the Heliod in response. No combos for you, my friend.
Game. Blouses.
As long as they're not attacking you, you know? As long as they're not attacking you, you're good to go here. So we're going to bring in a Miscast over a Spell Pierce. Don't bind. I want Aether Gust for sure. Perilous Voyage. Estus Capture. Spellpierce is like awkward because like it's good against company, but not amazing otherwise. But also like want to have. I like the Miscast, honestly. Like, one Miscast, one Spellpierce for a little extra juice. It's also good to defend our creatures on turn 1 or 2, or 2 or 3. Bind the monster is not really necessary. Archmage's Charm is pretty good. I'm just gonna take out a Shacklegeist. I don't think we really like need to like tap their stuff at all. Test Talents would be cute on company, but like that's just another card that only hits company, so. So we're 1-1 with this deck, right? Ooh, boy. Excuse me. Just another Mog Monday. This Mog Monday, again, it was earlier today. It'll be up this evening on YouTube, right? So much curiosity. What's the thumbnail be? Should it be mono blue cat killer, and I have like a scared cat with the curiosities around it, or something to do with the Mars rover? This hand's bad. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Going to 5. Perfect. Perfect hand. Look at this. This is perfect hand. Actually perfect. The Mars rover killing a cat. It's pretty funny. Okay. So they could have Skyclave here. And we can't defend against it. But don't have a third land to really wait and push the issue. I'm just going to go for it. High risk, high reward. I also have another Sailor, so like if they do kill it, we can draw another Curiosity effect. Tilt. Card's obviously very, very good against us. Alright. That's not ideal. Alright. This game's gonna be harder now. Without a Curiosity, the game's gonna be harder, obviously. Definitely the kind of deck where like the deck operates one way when you have Curiosity and another way when you don't. Sure. Declaration in Stone. We'll chains you. Get off the chain here. So we have 3 power in play. They have 4 power in play. That's fine. 2 counter spells. Gust is pretty good too. All right, the race is on, I guess. Kind of want the 4th land for both double spell and Sailor activation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's also the prevalence of this card's a pretty scary thing for this deck, too. But, or we can gust this, but... Yeah, the race is on, for sure. Shacklegeist. Just can't afford to play it without having counterspells up. So they're just gonna Ceratops next turn. I think we're just dead, folks. We just can't beat Ceratops here. On to game 3. I'm not a fan of protection either, honestly. Like pure protection. If it's like hexproof from blue or can't be countered or something like that, but they didn't haste the Ceratops. They want to use Ceratops to block. Can I ever get through that? I didn't screw up. Okay. This card's so cool. Surprised this card seems like no play at all. Cool card. Cool card. I actually got to preview this card on CoolStuffInc.com. I wrote the preview article for this card. Heliod Sun Crowned. Okay. I mean, like... Sure. They can, like, attack and lifelink it. They're not going to, though. Alright, so tap Skyclave. Tapping Lana Rolls doesn't mean I still can't attack, though, because they'll still have mana up. Yeah, I agree. I wish there was a hole in protection. If it's like, can't be targeted, or can't be blocked, or can't, you know, what? It's just something. Some sort of hole in the plan. Protection is a little bit all-encompassing. I mean, Shacklegeist can do some work here, I'm not going to lie. If they had just attacked twice, they'd be dead. Like, I don't know what they're doing exactly, but... They can lifelink it too now, like... Like, if I literally just, like, hasted it, attack, we're dead. We can't do a thing about it. Not a one. We can Aether Gust it on cast. They're going to sack the Llanowar Elves to search for a creature that costs 1. Okay. Is it Soul Warden? It is Soul Warden. I mean, I don't think our opponent's playing very well, but... 3, 6, 7. If I draw like another Phantom, maybe? Sailor. Pump, attack, block. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. God, we're 1 short. Are you kidding me? I could have guessed that as I was flashed. That was dumb. You missed Mod Monday. It was earlier. It'll be up on YouTube tonight. God, unbelievable. We're 1 short. I can't even believe it. 3, 6, 9, 10. Oh, shifting Ceratops, you're a jerk. I don't like you. Maybe they'll screw up. Maybe they'll screw up. They didn't screw up. Man, yeah, I mean, they definitely gave us a chance this game. They could have just attacked twice with the Ceratops, we were dead. Doesn't matter. 3, 6, 9, 10, yeah. Okay. I guess. Tilt. Game 3. Game 3. Shifting freaking Ceratops. On the play. On the play. We got this. We got this. What's Arson combo with? It just finds the combo. It's a creature combo deck, for those who don't know. The Squirrel card makes a token whenever you gain life. I'm sorry, when you put a counter on it. And then Heliod, or Soul Ward makes it gain life for a token. Heliod puts a counter on the Squirrel, which makes you take a token, you gain life and counter, etc. It's an infinite combo deck. Alright, we're going to keep... Definitely the worst creature and the worst curiosity, but... Not convinced this card's very good at all. I actually think it's terrible, but... Yeah, this is so awkward now, because... Where were you last turn? Because we can't curiosity and get through. White, green. Prosperous Innkeeper. How's Karn? What did they say?
Blood tests and stuff. He said his stomach looks okay, but he's running a fever, a bad fever.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
He's still at the vet?
Yeah.
Man. There was another Karn yesterday. He was like pretty off yesterday, so we took him to the vet last night. Nicole was there for like 7 hours. Here for Nicole, please. And then he's back today. There's no idea what's going on. Like,
They said they're going to test him for like Lyme disease and stuff now. Which I'm surprised they didn't do like early on when they took the blood test the first time. Because that is like the third time they're doing a set of tests. So they did tests last night, then they did another set of x-rays and tests when I brought him in. And now they're going to do a third set of tests on him. But they said he's being very sweet and that he's a good dog. So, just everybody know that Jim was wrong and that Karn's a good dog.
I will concede that he's a good dog when he is not running around barking and biting things. He's not doing it right now, so.
He's actually being very, very good though for them. So he's a very sweet boy, which I think is a preview into what he'll be like in his more mature years.
Yes.
So, his puppies are puppies.
So what? You might take him later? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the phone call. I just came back because I didn't know what to do. I like sat at Panera for like an hour, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna go shopping. So I had John take a picture. That's why I hadn't grabbed the phone. He took a picture of like what I needed left from my shopping list, and I just walked around Stop and Shop for a while, and like.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I love shopping, so I'm gonna go back, and I actually have to. I'm gonna unpack the car, and then I'm gonna go back up in the area. I have some things I have to return to Target, and then maybe I'll go walk around BJ's for a little while too.
It's out library too. Hey, Hulk.
BJ, I can get the BJ's. I can get the thing. Oh, you know what? I'll take John to do that right now. I'll empty the car and I'll take John, and we'll get.
Watch Hulk tonight. It's Marvel Monday.
We'll see, because like as long as everything's okay, we'll watch it, and we'll see how the night goes and phone calls I get.
Is Karn trying to ruin Marvel Monday?
No, he's trying to keep you from ruining it because he needs to be here for Marvel Monday.
That's true.
It's not a Marvel Monday without my pup. That's how it works.
So they have a lot of stuff without having like a lot of stuff kind of thing. I suppose the artisan can just find the combo by itself, which is kind of annoying. Sucks. They don't really deal a lot of damage to, so 2 soul wards is actually like a pretty big hill to climb.
But there's only one.
Jim D, excuse me in chat, please.
Alright, time to unpack the car. I just wanted to give you a Karn update.
Karn update. This is my final game. So.
Karn update. Final game.
Final
You're
game.
gonna win then.
Final game. I'm trying to win.
Are you?
We're 1-1 with this deck. I mean, Mythic today with the dinosaur deck of all things. We did Mob Monday. Rocking and rolling. And they are in the tank. They're going to sack the Innkeeper with X's 3. This is definitely going to get a Heliod, which we can't really remove.
Maybe you can remove it later.
We have like some bounce spells in our deck, but...
Yeah, do that. You should do that.
And I should have cast his response.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. Obsession. Alright, let's draw like a bounce spell, a Brazen Borrower or something here. Aether Gust. I have the pets turned off. Essence Capture. Faceless Haven.
It's not the worst, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, they can just artist it down there. They never have to cast a spell ever again. Like, we're just dead. If they just play a land, they can... Oh, no, they can just do it right now. We're just dead. We just have the combo. And we can't stop it because we can't bounce anything or counter anything.
Should we Rattlechains now?
To do what? Like,
I don't
they just
know.
get the Squirrel and they Squirrel combo us. Man, Fiend Artisan just freaking took us to the dumpster. There's your combo. So, gain a life, put a counter on Oak. When you put a counter on Oak, make a Squirrel. When you make a Squirrel, you gain a life. And... So we're dead. Alright, yeah, I mean, that was just Fiend Artisan beating us. I mean, we were drawing like a bounce spell or something like that. It'd been alright. But, alright, yeah, we're dead. I must say I'm not super impressed with this deck. It's basically what I thought it would be, where it's just like gonna absolutely crush the control decks and crush the combo decks, trying to beat creativity, trying to beat Jeskai control. This deck will hammer them into the ground. You gotta play tight though, but you're playing against creature decks and like you get these spell pierces and crappy 1/1s, and you're just kind of like holding on for dear life. So yeah, I mean, credit to William for playing well because it's a very hard deck to play too, but not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. So YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the deck in the comments. You're all great. Thanks for watching.